I have the dang mic off. All right, here's the thing. I don't know if you guys heard me or not, but let me fill you in on what I'm talking about. All right. There was a key clue in the video about Gabby when she's on the beach with Brian. What was that clue? That clue was she looks into the camera and says, Gabby Petito never go outside. Throws the peace sign and then takes her hand and almost like pushes Brian away, like maybe she was going to get hit. Gabby Petito was acting like a hostage the whole time, a hostage to me. That's what I believe. Maybe a kidnapped kid was kidnapped or something, and she grew up, possibly. It ain't none of it's making sense. And the way Gabby acted, she was a hostage, and if she was told anything, Brian probably he's like a terrorist. Hot phones, SIM cards, laptops. He's great in the wilderness. Screams terrorist. Hostage taker. To me, she's acting like a hostage. Either he had her drugged or he had her so scared. They might have had her real family. We don't know. If she said anything, she'd get in trouble or whatever. Or beat. But that was a key clue in this whole thing. In that video was looked like she was crying. And what'd she say? Gabby Petito never go outside. Meaning she might have been being told by Brian, don't ever go outside. If you leave this apartment, he might have had it look like he was watching her. Was she only allowed to go out into the world without Brian being? I mean, was she allowed to go out by herself, or was she only allowed to go out when Brian was around? So she didn't say anything wrong or anything. To me, she screams hostage, terrorist hostage. I don't know. But I've been watching some things and everything. That was a key thing in that video. Like I said before, there's some good YouTubers and there's some YouTubers out there that are just trying to get views, I believe, or try and make it, and people don't believe every scanner that you hear. Okay. There's people out there that have home radios, walkie-talkies, CBs that can make it sound like you're listening to a scanner. Yeah, it might be a scanner and it ain't even a real scanner for that area. You just can't. They made it where nobody believes anything anymore. But the videos that are coming out now, where they're talking about, we hate to say it, but some of these cases, these girls might have been sacrificed, literally. Some cult, some nutso stuff. And if you go back and do your history, this was what they did back in the olden days. They did that kind of stuff. So yeah, could we be being trespassed on? Sure. Could they be sending demons or what? Yeah, I mean, if they did it in the past. Excuse me. Why wouldn't they do it again? So that was a key thing in that video too, I noticed. I mean, come on. She's out, her eyes are all puffy and red. No, she could have had allergies. She could have been stoned. She could have been crying. She could have been beat, you know. But you're outside in the sun and everything. You look right directly into the camera and say, Gabby Petito, never go outside. That don't make sense. And then she puts her hand up right away just in case she got smacked. But O'Brien forgot that the camera was rolling. So he did turn like he was pissed off. But then all of a sudden, he realized, the camera's going. Or he probably would have backhanded her. Who knows? I don't know. I'm just giving my scenario on the thing. So I've been indulging in the Delphi case and the and ladies. I'm just gonna say something out there. I'm not gonna mention anybody's name or anything, but listen, ladies. I know you're investigating this case, but if you start getting documentation that says top secret, don't be reading it. I wouldn't be reading it. So, there's people out there that are breaking the laws and can get some of you people in serious, serious trouble if you're reading top secret documentation that only military has or government. That's a no-no. You don't want to do that. See, because if something happened, you people can get charged with espionage, spying. I don't know if you people know what that is, but that ain't good. So just letting some of you YouTubers out there, if you're getting documentation that says top secret on it, that's for their eyes only. And you're out there looking at it. The only reason I say this is because some of you ladies are good ladies. And some of you men are good men out there. And I know you're trying to solve the case, but if people start sending you stuff that says top secret on it, a good chance you shouldn't be reading it. If our boys in the Pentagon are scratching their head or in the FBI going, how did they get this information? That's top secret information. Well, shit. First thing, if I was an FBI agent, Homeland Security, Pentagon, I'd be going, yeah, we might be dealing with some spies. Espionage. That's why I only do one show a night, guys. There ain't nobody looking for me. Believe me, our boys know just where I am at. I'm not the problem. So I'm just throwing out there. I'm not mentioning anyone's names. I wouldn't dabble in any magic. I wouldn't try conjuring up any demons to try and solve the case. And I wouldn't be talking to any spirits, because you're going to find out, just like Aleister Crowley and the rest of them, the Lord told you people not to do that. Why? Because 99% of the time it is a demon or something yucky. And then you can't get rid of it. And sure, it wants to be your friend. It wants you to think that it's just a kind thing, and it's there. It's an angel. Yeah. Well, I've listened to enough of the Bible to realize that it ain't what it says it is. So I'm going to be honest with you guys. Some of these YouTube investigators are probably going to be in deep crap, for the simple reason is they're making content, and the police are scratching their head going, we ain't even interested in these people. There's only certain people we're interested in. And, I did see somebody that mentioned in a video that it's funny how these people are making these YouTube cases or videos, but some of the people they're talking about ain't an interest in it. And what does that mean? Well, that means something fishy is going on. It's just like the media. You'll know it's real when the media starts covering it. Your local news channel comes on TV and says, we got, breaking news from the FBI. And then there's a press conference. And the FBI comes out and says, this is what we got. And these are the people we believe are of the interest. And, that's when you believe that it's real. So, Johnny Utah. Now, you guys leave Keanu out of this. He's got a lot of stuff he's got to do. He's working on new motorcycles. He might have a role that maybe I'm thinking about. Hey, Keanu, you want to play a role? No one could do nothing. I've called already, rights on everything, Lifetime, Hallmark, everything. Keanu is busy right now. He's building a motorcycle business. Oh. He's still recovering from Point Break. That was a tough movie on him. He sprung a knee on that one. He blew a knee on that one. And then the whole Matrix thing, that was rough on him. He had to learn all kinds of karate. Keanu Reeves will probably actually beat someone up pretty bad. He's probably been in training for the movie. I was like that when they used my butt on the Double Douche. I mean the Roadhouse. I had to train my butt for weeks for that. But anyways, yeah, there we go. That's my opinion. I'm saying my opinion. Gabby Petito was a hostage. Possibly a kidnapped child that was kidnapped when she was younger. I don't know. That's what I'm getting from it. That's what's screaming from these videos I've been watching of her with Brian, or the other videos that are coming out. That we really didn't know how dark and evil it was behind closed doors. Why did they move out of the parents' house? Was the arguing so much, or was the whole family that way? We don't know. We don't know. We won't know until the investigation's over with. They're proven innocent till proven, or they're proven innocent till they're found guilty. Now, somebody did bring up a point. Could she have killed herself? I don't know. Could it have been a sexual thing that they were in? That's the way they had sex. Is it possible? Yes. Now, I remember growing up back in the 80s and 90s, there was this game that these kids played where they cut the circulation off to their jugular, and they would get lightheaded, almost like if they were high. I forget what they used to call the game. Now, everybody's thinking, is it possible something like that happened where they were playing a game or something. You know, I don't know. I wasn't there. You know, I'm thinking maybe if she was strangled, it's possible they might have been having intercourse. If there's a good forensic evidence, the guy doing it, they would have checked for. It might not have been rape. They might have been having sex, and he overdid it, got excited, and choked her to death. You know, accidentally. But we won't know. If it was an accident, the first thing Brian should have did was come out and said it was an accident. This is the way we made love, and sometimes she would want me to do this and that, but he didn't. So therefore, it's a murder. No one came out and said this or that, this or that. They all kept their mouth shut. They lawyered up. Well, right away, something ain't right. But the more and more videos I see of Gabby, she acts like she is a hostage, afraid to say anything wrong. For the fear she'll die, possibly beheading. We don't know what kind of control he had. We don't know. That split pea soup was pretty good. But now I'm kind of full. So, yeah, that's just my opinion on it. The Delphi case, well, I'm telling you, I think there was more than one in the cover up. Why? I don't know. There's only 2 scenarios I can come up with. 3 at the best. Here's the thing. Someone needs to be held accountable for it. Same thing with the Summerwells case. Some people out there think, well, you got no body, you got no crime. Some people think out there they're stalling or they're not looking for her because they want her to be dead. The longer she's out there, the more the body deteriorates to nothing. 6 months from now, a year, there might not be nothing but bones. And I'm also thinking Gabby's body, unless she was decapitated or dismembered by Brian or somebody, I'm thinking probably the body was in good shape. It was only out there for a month, maybe a little longer than a month. And it wasn't out in the open, I don't think. He probably tried to hide it somehow in the shade or something, or in the tall weeds or something. So here's the thing with that. We won't know if an animal got to her until the report comes out that says, hey, we got bear tracks, we got photos of bear tracks, bobcat, maybe mountain lion, a raccoon or whatever. I mean, really, if you really want to be good at your job as a forensic evidence guy, before you even come up on the scene out in the wilderness like that, well, right away you're looking for any kind of bear tracks, drag marks where they maybe have drugged the body, bear hair, anything like that, bobcat, mountain lion hair, raccoon. You're looking for all kinds of things out there. Now, especially in like that, before you walk up on a crime scene out in the wilderness like that, you should look for bear tracks. Why? Because that bear could not be done feeding on its dinner. Meaning bears like to feed, and bobcats, they'll feed and then they'll bury the body some so they can go back later and eat it. They'll eat some of it, but then they'll bury it or hide it somewhere. And then they'll go off. And sometimes they'll just go off and sit by the body somewhere where they're not, where you can't see them. And they'll lay down and relax after eating a little bit. And then you go walking up on the scene and there's a dead body there, and you're out in the wilderness, in the mountains, known bear, mountain lion, bobcat. And now that thing is just sitting there watching. So, you know, I hope they did their job right. And I think if there was any animals around it, they wouldn't or they would have came out and said, we have evidence of animal tampering, you know, with the crime scene. But I think being a month old, the body ain't as bad a shape as what they think. I've watched cases where people have been missing for months and months in a hot house, you know, locked up in a house. And then police go over there and see, and it's a dead body, you know. Not all decayed to bone. It takes more than a month to wither away to bone, to where there's no evidence at all of anything, just bones. So my opinion is the body probably wasn't in as bad a shape unless other things were done to her other than strangulation. And we won't know that until the FBI comes out with the case. But my opinion is, I'm sorry, it screams in the videos that she's got like she is a hostage. You know, my condolences to the families or anything, but, you know, my condolences to the families, but yeah, it was pretty good. I had wheat bread with it, and butter and wheat bread, 3 pieces of bread, split pea, and just chilling, watching some stuff, and here in a little while I might play some guitar. I'm working on that Van Halen tune. And that's about it, you know. That's about it. But let this be a lesson to the world. You know, they keep saying it's so safe out there. I don't know what you know, I don't know. But what I need to do is get these demons they've been sending to us. I think the government was right the whole time when they came out and told us it's worse than what you people think. And these people are stone cold manipulating people. And that's my honest opinion about top secret information. Ladies, gentlemen, if you are working on a case and someone sends you a documentation that says top secret on it, I wouldn't read it. I wouldn't read it, and I wouldn't want anything to do with it, even if you're an investigator, because if you get caught with that and the government says, how did you get this? You know, because knowing the government and the research that I've done, automatically we're going to think espionage. We got a spy that is getting our top secret stuff. And, you know, that's a no. So I would be careful if you're investigating these cases and you get anything that says top secret, whether it's blue, black, because it originally could have started off as black, but they didn't want you to see that it was black, meaning government. So they changed the color of the top secret to a different color. You ladies got to be safe out there. You don't know if these people could be trying to set you up. It's happened to me, believe me. So just please be safe out there. Anything that says top secret, if you ain't got clearance, don't read it. Contact your government or whatever and say, hey, someone sent me some top secret stuff. I don't know what it's for. So please be safe, ladies. Please. And gentlemen, please. You know. So other than that, that's about it tonight. My opinion, the more I research this case, the Gabby Petito case and Brian Laundrie, the more it screams terrorism. And I'm letting them all America know right now. Be safe. Believe me, if I was in charge of the warning systems, I would be broadcasting. Be safe, people. There's a strong chance of terrorism in our country today. Just like a weather bulletin. What happened to the olden days? A mouse farted halfway across the world and a siren would go off in the United States. Wah, wah, wah. There's a chance of an attack today. We need to step up our game in America. We really do. The Delphi case, I think somebody got their hands on some video. And possibly, is it a good chance they doctored the video up, meaning edited it or did some special effects to it or something? No, it's possible. I'm not saying that's what happened, but is it possible? Yes. Very possible. What shocks me is these are ongoing investigations, and some of the leaks that came out. Well, if I was government or police, I would be going, how did these videos how did these people know this information when it's supposed to be hush hush ongoing investigation? The police should be answering, we can't answer that question right now. And then the reporter would say, well, why is that? Because it's an ongoing investigation and we don't want no information released. And that never happened. I don't think that ever happened. So all of it is just stinking. It's just all stinking. Just totally stinking. So Uncle Ted was right. Uncle Ted Nugent was right. Well, I can't believe this is going on in our country. Well, a lot of us can't believe it. In other countries, stuff like what's being pulled here with fake videos and people get, it wouldn't happen. They'd take it down. But we live in a country of freedom of speech and freedom of press and all that. And YouTube is not the movies. It's not the TV. It's YouTube. You're supposed to be able to do things on YouTube that you can't do on TV. At least that's what they led us to believe. But I guess some of it is they're cracking down on some of it. So what do? I don't know. We just chill and hang and wait for the investigations to be over with. Now, I'm not saying Brian Laundrie is a terrorist, But the tactics that he is using to evade terrorists and the script, or to evade law enforcement, and the descriptions of people's given their profiles on him, that he's a mountain guy, very smart, and he's got a lot of burner phones, SIM cards, laptops, uh, screams terrorist to me. The way she's acting in some of these videos is she's a hostage. She was a hostage to me, to Brian Laundrie, and who knows who else. So that's just my opinion on the case. Like a hostage. The video of her walking, and numerous videos, it's like she's a hostage. The video of her in the tent, when she gets out of the tent and points the video or the video camera over at Brian, what's he doing? I don't know. He's kneeling on the ground, almost like he's praying to another country or something. I don't know. People say, well, it was yoga, How come whenever Brian walked up on her, it seemed like her whole attitude changed? I don't know. Hello, Miss McBriar. What are you having for supper? Steak? Steak, I think. But anyways, yes, to me, she seems like a hostage. That's just my opinion. And if she was on drugs, she might have just couldn't handle it no more. I'm not saying she was, but she might have flipped out. If they were on these drugs, meth or anything like that. You're having burgers tonight. I wonder why only 200 head of cattle. Yeah. Don't eat it all. Next year, there's supposed to be a giant party out there by you. Gonna need that cattle. People all over the world calling me. What, are we invited? I don't know. I have no idea. But anyways, if we have any comics there, I want Brewer there. I want Sharpell. I want Sharpell there as Rick James. I'm Rick James, bitch. But anyways, back to the case. Back to the case. Craig Gass, because he'll come out and impersonate Gene Simmons. It's Gene Simmons from Kiss. You're not Gene Simmons. I'm Gene Simmons from Kiss. That's why he is. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Miss Breyer, enjoy your dinner, your burgers. Make sure you slide one in that cow's butt for your husband. He's hungry. At least do that. Give him a good God. We're coming for you, DNA. We're coming for you, buddy. DNA records 87653-209. 86753-209. He got it. He got it. He got shoved in a cow's butt by his wife. He got it. He got it. All right, there you go. There's my opinion on the case. She's screaming hostage to me. A young 22-year-old girl scared to death. Scared to death. Did she ever go out without Brian? Or was she made to stay home all the time? There's reports when they did stay at Brian's mother and father's house that they very rarely seen Gabby outside. So, I don't know. Is it possible? Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. My life stinks. My whole world is turned upside down. I think so. I think something fishy's up about that case. All alone at the end of an evening, where the bright lights are faded to blue. I was thinking about a woman I love, but I never knew. Little bit of dinner music for you, Miss McBride. Well, she said I always was a dreamer. I spend my life running around, and it's so hard to change. I can't seem to settle down, but the dreams I've seen lately. I was learning parts of New Kid in Town today. There is a new kid in town. He's a moron. Idiot. Who does training exercises during an investigation? The government, when it screams terrorism. Sure, we were just out there doing maneuvers. That's it, training maneuvers. That was it. Although they did pull someone out of the Everglades, just not Brian, someone else that was wanted for a crime. They did find that guy. Amen to that. Yeah, just a little bit of dinner music for you guys. There was a night, dun, dun. It was a night, dun, dun. It was the number of the beast. Sorry, I don't know Iron Maiden too good. Sex, sex, sex. The number of the. I don't know what you're in the mood for. How about a little bit of Doobie Brothers? I keep forgetting we're not in love anymore. I keep forgetting things will never be the same again. I keep forgetting how you made it so clear. I keep forgetting, babe. Every time you're near, every time I see your smile. Bum, ba-dum, bum. Anything you feel like singing works for us. Yeah, at least they found somebody, just not Brian. and they're still out there looking. So, now a lot of people are laughing. Could they be out there looking for an alligator? And I know what everyone's going to say. Nah, this kid, he's crazy. I love him. Why would they be looking? Well, because if Brian is out there, he could have sent them on a wild goose chase, meaning he could have got a piece of chicken, cut a slit in it, shoved the phone in it, and threw it to a gator. And a gator, a small piece of chicken, swallow it right, not even in a heartbeat, swallow it right up without even chewing it. So is it possible they could be out there searching for an alligator? Why? Well, because the phone is giving up a signal. It's pinging out there somewhere, maybe. Possible. Now, a lot of people laughed at that theory, but is it actually possible? Yes, it is possible. It could even have been a stork or whatever they call a pelican, depending on how big the pelican is. Can it swallow a phone? Well, they swallow giant fish, so they might be able to. Alligator, that's possible. A lot of people were laughing. Could he have, I guess somebody said, could he have strapped the phone to a squirrel? And the squirrel took it away. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you want to get technical, is it possible? Yes. You have to think he gets a big giant chicken thigh or something, or a chicken leg, cuts a slit in it, shoves the phone down in there, takes a piece of string, wraps up the phone to the chicken, dangles it in front of an alligator, and then tosses it to him. A small piece of chicken, even a real live chicken, you throw to a gator. Usually, if he catches it in the back of his throat, he won't even, he'll swallow it. And a small chicken leg or a breast or something, a big chicken breast or a turkey leg or something like that. Is it possible? Sure. Is it possible he just tossed the phone at a gator while its mouth was open and it swallowed it? Sure. Anything is possible. Gators do love birds, I'll tell you that much. But here's the thing, him being out in the Everglades, I'm not buying it. Why? Because he would have probably ran into gators, water moccasins, possibly rattlesnakes out there in the Everglades. The mosquitoes would have ate him up alive by now. Food, he'd be running out of food unless he's one of these people that know how to live off the land, plants. He might be eating lily pads and seaweed. He might be eating raw fish, and anything's possible. So is it possible? Yes. What do I see when I'm looking at Gabby? I'm seeing a terrified young lady that wishes that she had somebody she could have turned to. A lot of people bring up a lot of points like I did. Why did she not call home and say, I'm in trouble? Why didn't she open her heart and spill her beans with the police and say, I'll talk to you, but I can't talk to you around Brian? I don't feel safe and something's up. Why? I don't know. Why didn't she call home? I don't know. She had numerous opportunities where she could have got out of there and left the situation, but she didn't. She must have been so terrified. She must have believed whatever Brian or these people or group of people told her. She must have believed everything Brian told her. And it might have been more than just Brian people. I think it was a big group of people. If you ask me, I would say terrorism. Fake accounts, fake, all kinds of stuff. Burner phones, all kinds of stuff. She was scared for some reason. I don't think she had anywhere to go. I think she got in so deep she didn't know what to do. And if she left, Brian could have said, "We'll kill your family," or whatever. She could have been. She screams like she was a kidnapped girl, like maybe she was kidnapped somewhere in her life, uh, or held hostage. That's what she acts like to me when I see her videos. That's what I try and tell these women today on YouTube. I even comment on their, be safe. Not the world is not a fairy tale. You know, it's just I wish it was for some of these beautiful, incredible women. They deserve for it to be a fairy tale, but in real life, it's not a fairy tale. You get out in the boonies by yourself and just with someone you think or around people that you've never met in the boonies out there, you know, and you run into some people you wouldn't think, it's like living on the streets. It's like walking down the boulevard or something. Uh, you know, it's a whole different world. It's the real world where if you run into wrong people, you might not make it home the next day. You know, I wish it could be a fairy tale for some of these ladies, but in real life, it ain't. You know, it just ain't. Don't worry, the government will find out if Brian had any kind of connections with terrorism, mafias, anything like that. Government, they'll check it all out. She said somewhere that Brian gave her butterflies, and too many women think butterflies are a good thing, when really it's your nerve telling you to beware of that person. I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah, that might be true. You know, like real life butterflies, or like butterflies in her stomach, like she was in love. You know what? The whole case, if you give me my opinion on it, my opinion is I believe I've seen Gabby Petito's photo and possibly Brian's on an advertising thing or something to do with a dating site when my computer got hacked. And could they have met on a dating site? This was like, I don't know. 5, 7 years ago, if not longer than that, maybe, that my computer got hacked. Uh, Maybe 4 or 5 years ago or something. I don't know. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible their phones got hacked and their photos were stolen and put on a dating site. That's very possible. It could have been a total fake dating site. No, I don't get butterflies when Blair White. I had a long talk with Mr. Stephen White or Stephen Scott and Miss Blair White, and I hold no grudge against her, but I let her know I don't do the gay thing. Uh, I like vagina, and that's it. I'm a vagina man. So I don't care if these transgenders, cross genders, or whatever come on my channel. It don't bother me. I did explain to her though that she or he needs to be safe doing that because there's people that ain't as kind as me, and they might take that as some kind of a thing and flip out and get verbal or aggressive towards Miss Blair White. So I told her she needs to be safe when she does stuff like that because I thought I was talking to some dude for about a half an hour. How's it hanging? What's up? Talking this and that. And then he or she said she was a he or he was a she. And right then and there, I got a little bit of, I almost tossed up my cookies. But, I'm not racist to anybody. You know, she's allowed or he's allowed, whatever she or he feels like she or he is today, is allowed on my channel. She's or he is, I don't know what to do. This is too confusing. Butterflies are really your gut instinct telling you something is wrong because when you're with someone, they are supposed to make you feel safe and calm. Well, Miss McBriar, you might be right. See, I got other techniques that I use to make me feel safe and calm around a woman. If I get tingly downstairs, she's in like Flint. she That's it. That's pretty much my test. If I'm sitting around her and we're talking and she's laughing at my idiocy or my stupidity and she's joking around and everything and I get a little bit tingly down there, that's it. I can marry that woman. I'll probably go out and buy a wedding ring. Yeah, I think we're gonna get married. She can put up with my crap and my jokes and my idiocy or whatever they want to call it. That's it. I'm in love with this woman. And that's why I couldn't watch too much of the YouTube channels of these women on YouTube. I've never fell in love with a woman without, I'm going to be honest with you, as a straight man, I never fell in love with a woman without a touch, without a kiss or you know what, you know. And I found myself after being locked down for so long on this COVID, a year or whatever, and watching YouTube channels, you really get wrapped up in these women. I do. And I never even touched one of them. And that's what upsets me the most. That I'm mad at myself. You know, I'm like, I'm talking to my second brain. You know, how could you fall in love with? You've never even don't tell me. I'm feeling tingly. Cut it out. How can you fall in love with a woman? You never touched her, kissed her, nothing. I agree. It's impossible to fall in love with someone through the internet or something. You have to have contact to know if there is really something there. Well, I don't know about that, Miss McBriar. Believe me, I've come real close to falling in love on YouTube. There wouldn't have had to been nothing there. I was just, some of these women are incredible. When you find a woman that does work, but still looks good doing work, you already know if you kiss her, you're just going to be head over heels in love with her. You know, there's just some women you see and you know the way they act, the way they present themselves. You know, I can spend the rest of my life with this woman. I'm already excited and I've never even touched her. That's the best kind of woman for a man. Really, we don't have to get all hot and sweaty and all that stuff and everything. We just look at them and good God Almighty, yeah, that was good. I got to go do something now. I got stuff to do. See you later, honey. No, not for, you're right about that, Miss McBride. There'd have to be some kind of connection. Mini Sounds, you know, I commented on Mini Sounds video today, Bendejo. And if you look at my videos that I put out earlier today, I'm thinking about coming up with a breast relief cut for the women. I watched the new video that Miss Minnie Sounds put out uh, this morning, and it sounded great. But here's the thing: I noticed one of her uh, breasts are being smashed. And actually, if she plays guitars for years and years and years, and that breast is sitting up like that, good God, it might lopside them. So what do we do for the bigger breasted women? Because it's like she's smashing it. It could be interfering with her playing. Well, what do we do? If you're Johnny Kramer, you know what Johnny Kramer always says. We can fix this. Because there's one thing us men don't want, and that's women messing up their breast. We don't like that. We like women's breasts. So I went ahead and commented, "What Miss Minnie Sounds? What do you think of a breast cut guitar? Meaning that the breast won't be in your way. You know, meaning we might be able to make some adjustments there where she can have the guitar up to her, but it's not smashing her one breast." I mean, I don't know if I should be talking about that, but why not? A guitar for the women, for the bigger chested women. Uh, you know, I bet that goes over well. Probably not. I'll probably have lawsuits and people from Ireland or England, wherever she's from, uh, coming at me with pitchforks and torches, like I'm Frankenstein or something. Well, I was just saying, Miss Breyer. I mean, she's top heavy, which there's nothing wrong with being top heavy. I like breasts are beautiful all sizes. It's what's connected to the breast that's really exciting. But It seems like it's in her way. When she plays the Strat, well, it's hanging over. Why? Because she probably can't, it's smashing her breast. I'm not trying to be sexual or anything. I'm thinking as a player, I play guitar myself. Uh, like the little tiny Les Pauls that I have, the Kramer Les Paul, it's so small. It slides all over on my leg and everything. It's hard to hold sitting down. But, you know, that's probably why she plays a Strat. But with a Strat, you got that shape, that hook that comes up, that horn. I don't know. I've noticed that when she plays, she's got to tuck the guitar up underneath that breast, or she can't get it close enough to her body. I don't know. She is beautiful. I know that. She's a good guitar player, too. That doesn't come across as sexual. It does to the world we live in, Miss Breyer. Believe me, anything I say, I get punished for. Anything. Attacked. Demon-wise, verbally. It's gone it's just gotten way out of hand. No, I'm not moving in on her. She's only 19 years old, guys. That's a little too young, little too young. She's only 19. I think she stated that in her video. She's only 19 or something, I think. I'm not sure. Ben Dejo probably knows exactly how old she is. I mean, legally, she's of age, but I'm 50 years old, going on 28 or 17. I don't know. I don't have no women, Bendejo. Believe me, if I had a woman, I wouldn't be here on YouTube. I'd be wrapped up into the woman I'm with. You wouldn't see me too much on YouTube. And if I did, I'd be on YouTube with the woman I was dating. But then again, I'm such an idiot. There's probably no one out there that would even be caught on camera. I don't have no women, Bendejo. I haven't been with a real woman. In years. No, I'm acquiring. I would be the beast in the relationship. I used to be a good-looking dude, but I'm in my 50s now. The big 50. I can't use what the women use. The women always lie about their age. I tried that. I'm 19. It don't work. No. I did make the mistake of telling women to send me emails, and I got probably about 700 emails from dating sites. And I did specifically say, don't send me an email if you're on a dating site. Send me a real email, real name, real email, inbox. But I got 700 of them from some dating sites. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being on a dating site. Just be safe, ladies. That's all I'm saying. Be safe. And the dudes, too, because you might show up somewhere and get robbed or killed or something or jumped, you know. My husband says that all the time. He says, I'm the beauty and he's the beast. And I kick him for it every time. Don't break him down in front of his friends. He's got enough insecurity problems already, Miss McBriar. He's been living in a cow's butt for I don't know how long. Good God, woman, ain't you got any mercy? I'm telling you right now, if I have anything to say about it, I'm sending Purple Hearts to your husband as soon as we get him out of that cow's butt. Good God, woman. I feel for him. My heart bleeds for him right now. Last time she kicked him, it was a full front thrust kick. Broke him down right in front of all of us. He was crying like a baby. We had to carry him in the house. Good God, Miss Breyer. Miss McBriar, have mercy on us. We're only men. We're just men. We're not like you women. Can adore anything. You can suffer pain and everything. We're just human men. We're not aliens. We are not from a different species. He's survived in a cow's ass longer than Brian has survived wherever he's at. Well, sure, we know where your husband's at. It's just finding the guys and the FBI guys that are going to go in after him that we're having trouble with. That's what we're having trouble with. We know where your husband is. We got photos of one of the cows walking around out there with 2 feet and two gym shoes sticking out. We know where he's at. It's getting the agents that are strong enough to handle going inside a cow's ass to get him out. It's not an easy job. Some of these guys are in the bathroom puking as we speak right now. I didn't sign up for this shit. Oh, you did. Here you go. Put this suit on. Get in there. We got one photo and one photo only, Miss McBriar. And that's from a drone that we flew over your house. It's kind of not hard to notice a cow with a 6'4" man inside of it. I think we got the right place and the right cow. I don't care what any of you say. Don't try and throw us off of the case, Miss McBriar. It ain't going to work. We're hot on you. Tell your husband we haven't forgotten about him. As we speak right now, songs are being made. Does anybody know where Mr. McBriar has gone on the land of 365 acres? Bow wow. The last thing we know, someone's seen a cow, with 2 feet sticking out of its ass. Bow, bow, now, 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 now. In the lakes of the Gimme Gucci, gotcha Gucci. Bow, 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 but down, down, down. As we speak, there's banners being made. Miss McBriar, free your husband from that cow's ass. Pretty soon there'll be posters all around town. Have you seen this man? People will be standing around the telephone poles going, good God, that looks like a cow with 2 feet sticking out of it. Exactly. If you see them, call us. All right, now you guys have a great night. I can't do too much on this video because it's marked Gabby Petito, and I don't want people to think I'm clickbaiting. I can't believe this. Clickbaiting. So I might be back later on tonight. Miss McBriar, Mr. McBriar, enjoy your dinner, your hamburgers. Miss McBriar, let Mr. McBriar know we're looking for him. We haven't forgotten him. He might be gone. If we don't get him out of there soon, he might be digested. So we got to get him. Right now there's that, where could my husband be? Oh, where could he be? He's not here. He's not there. Where we've looked damn near everywhere. Oh, where? Yeah. You're not getting away with this, Miss McBriar. You're going down for this. Don't worry, sir. If you can hear me, send a message. Scream. That's him. I know my buddy's voice anywhere. He's in there. We're coming for you, buddy. How dare you, Miss McBriar? You're an animal. He's on his way. He's coming this way. He's right now. You are going to see a cow coming down, coming from Texas on the highway with 2 feet and an arm and one of them cow whips. And you're just going to see a whip, an arm sticking out of cow's body. Come on, Betsy. I'm waiting for you, sir. Good God, get a hold of Black Ops. Get him out there. This is ugly. There he is. He's alive. He sent us a text from inside. I wish he can go live. We can get footage inside. We can go live right now. Mr. McBriar, how you doing? What? Boy, sounds like it's a pretty shitty situation in there. I know. Rocky, what do you think? That's what I was saying, Rock. It's crazy. She's crazy. They're all crazy out there. Mr. McBriar, don't let her know that you're out. She'll shove you right back in. This is ugly. This could be the next Freddy Krueger movie. Maybe Jason. Could be Michael. New Halloween movie. This has never been done before. We've never saved somebody 6'4", 135 pounds out of a cow. But this is ugly. This is what movies are actually made of right now. When you got FBI agents puking their guts out, going, yeah, I'm just going to turn in my badge. Why? Because I wanted them on this case. You understand? They looked at it and said, "Whoa! I didn't sign up for this, sir." No, you didn't. And that's what makes men out of men and mice out of men, or whatever you want to call it. But turn your badge in or put this uniform on and start eating that cow's butt out till you get to Mr. DNA Records 87653-209. 86753-209. We got it. He's got it. We got that number on the cow. She let me out today to watch NASCAR. Oh, Mr. McBriar, DNA Records 83901 Bones. How dare you say she's nice that she let you out for one day just to watch NASCAR and the Cowboys, our beloved Dallas Cowboys. It's brutal what she has done to you. If I have anything to say about this, there's going to be a new alert out. We're going to call it the DNA Records 83901 Bones alert. Yeah, whenever something bad happens to us guys or husbands or boyfriends, this alert will go out. And it'll pop up as a cow with 2 feet sticking out of its butt. Moo, moo. This is a warning. It's just a test. If I have anything to do with it, sir, you will not be forgotten. All right, I got to shut this video down because it is titled Gabby Petito. And that is my opinion with Miss Petito. God rest her soul. Adorable young woman. And my opinion was, I think she was a hostage. To me, it seems like she was a hostage. I don't know. In her own world. So I'm going to shut this video down and I'll be back in a little while. What time is it? It's only 10 o'clock. I might be back later. I don't want to get in trouble for clickbaiting. Is this real? Is it not real? Is it Memorex? We don't know. I don't know. But you guys enjoy your dinner, your steak, and your hamburgers. DNA Records 8390 Bones. Take a shower while you're out. While she's letting you out. Take a shower. It's sad, I know. You get to come out, but at night you have to go back in. It's unreal. Imagine what the cow is thinking right now. Imagine what the cow is thinking right now. This again? That's right. Get in there. Yeah, you guys have a good night. Oh. No, I didn't miss it. I'm just rolling with it. I'm improvising. I'm just rolling with it. People say, don't you edit? What is editing? Does anybody really know what editing is? I don't know. I just roll with it. So, Miss McBriar, be safe. DNA Records, 8390 Bones, be safe. Be safe. Bendejo, be safe. All you guys, or should I be saying Lori Mishmash, Dave Levine, Mitch Heyman, DT, and all the rest of you out there, Weezon, all you guys be safe. I don't know. I got monitors that sometimes like to play games with my psyche. Will do. Have a good one, and we will see you soon. You know, you ain't gonna see me anywhere around that place until the big concert, till the barbecue. I ain't getting shoved in no cow's ass. You think I want to be next to your husband? No. No, I ain't even gonna take the chance. I ain't even gonna take the chance. I'll see you when the big party starts. Hopefully by then I'll have my 200 flying monkeys that I hired from Paramount, from the Wizard of Oz as security. I'm going to go there big. I'm going huge with flying monkeys. They're going to come in first as security. They'll come in, check out the whole place for me, and then I'm going to fly in on the back of one. My God, is that Johnny Kramer on the back of a flying monkey from the Wizard of Oz? That's right. It's the Shinizzle. I got a Shinizzle with the bezel. And then the whole crowd erupts. Oh my God, he's here. The biggest promoter in the world. It's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. All right, folks, I'll be back later. You guys have a good dinner, Miss McBriar, Mr. McBriar, and all the rest of you and everybody out there in Texas. Be safe. And watch out for them Texas floods, as Stevie used to say. And keep an eye out for little Mikey Vaughn. His nickname is Monkey. Keep an eye out for him. He's still missing. God, please find him. God, please find little Summer Wells and whatever is attacking me, Lord, please. I don't know. All right, folks, I'll talk to you guys later. Be safe.